Okay, is it audible to you all? Make it confirm, please. And let me share the link with others so that they can also join the lecture. Good evening, honey. Good evening, Jitendra. Good evening, Shibu. Is everything fair? Okay. Good evening, Tashif. So, as in the previous lecture, we have discussed sufficiently questions for the gradient. We have done the PYQs, all possible questions from the gradient part, directly or indirectly. Also, we understood what is divergence all about. So, the two keywords I had given you in that lecture, those are loss, ठीक है, for the divergence per unit volume per unit time. And divergence is of a vector field which itself is a scalar, right? So divergence basically represents the, you can say, loss. For example, some fluid you have taken. Also I dealt the derivation as well, ki why the divergence is given as del dot f vector. I also told you in that lecture that these concepts, these small terms will be very helpful in your fluid dynamics wala part. Fair? So let's move from there. So the target is, today's target is studying about curl first, then moving for vector integration. And in integration, the first we will learn about line integral, then we will learn about conservative vector fields. Okay, path independence means what? So I would like to tell you guys here, the most important thing in this preparation journey is not the knowledge only. It is all about consolidating the things in a manner so that things are settled in your mind. So when I talk about ki today we will be learning about curl and how curl will lead us to the conservation of vector field, and what does it actually mean by the path independence, and after that we will move for Green's theorem in the plane as well. ठीक है? So this is the today's target. Let's see. uh, we'll try to achieve full. फिर जितना होगा, हो सकता है उससे ज्यादा भी हो जाएगा. ठीक है. चलिए. So let's start from the curl itself. ठीक है. So I would like to give you some keywords here. That is, curl means you will have some rotational property attached with curl. What is the property? That is rotational property. And curl is always of a vector field function. Is that clear? Curl is always of some vector field function. Let's say that function is of the form f1 x by z I cap, f2 x by z j cap plus f3 x by z k cap, right? चले, next is the definition, right? What is the curl all about? Basically, if you think about King Shuk Day, good evening, Shundram, good evening. Are Shundram, where you were? Huh? You missed 2 lectures previously. Chalo, fair. So when I talk about conservation, basically it comes with the property of rotation. Okay? And when you talk about what is curl of f vector, initially what I discussed, gradient of phi means gradient is of scalar function. Divergence is of vector. Similarly, I can define this for del cross f vector. So if you want to recall, gradient is of scalar function, right? Divergence is of vector field function, that is del dot f vector. And what is curl? Curl is del vector cross f vector. So basically, by the definition, we have learned of, just for short, I am not writing this, I am writing just f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 k cap. So by the definition, I can write this cross product, okay? Dever over dever x, dever over dever y. Is it visible? I'm not sure. Okay? Fair. This wala line I can. Fair. Chal. And this is f1, this is f2, this is f3. So what happens is this will be dever f3 over dever y minus dever f2 over dever z for this I component minus dever f3 over dever x minus dever f1 over dever z j cap plus dever f2 over dever x minus dever f1 over dever y k cap. See, okay, Chandram, no issues. Take care. Get well soon. See, many of you may be thinking, ki, sir, this definition I know from my childhood itself, but still you are so interested in writing all these things because I know the nerve of this preparation. Sometimes, if your function is given specifically, and if you have the idea ki how my curl of f vector will be looking like, this will help you in calculating that in just seconds. And in mains exam, you know what is the importance of seconds and minutes, right? Moreover, when you will be dealing in the fluid dynamics, then as well, such expressions, if these are in your subconscious mind, believe me, these will help you a lot. So please, because many students are stuck here only. They don't care about the things like this. And when some function is given, a function is some of like it is very absurd kind of. They feel the fever and they leave the things ki yaar calculation aega. And if you have feeling for such expressions, you will just see here f3 I wish to have with respect to y, f2 with respect to z, how I can manage the things for that. Suppose that this component is coming out as 0 and there are some interpretations out of that. So things are like this. So I am writing the things in a very articulated manner. There is no hurry in my mind. Okay. Chale. So that is the definition for curl vector. चलिए, वी विल राइट सम नोट हियर. ऑब्जर्व करेंगे इस चीज को. कर्ल ऑफ ग्रेड फाई. ठीक है, आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन नोइंग दिस. व्हाई? बिकॉज ग्रेड फाई इज अ वेक्टर, मीन्स कर्ल ऑफ grade phi, this will be what? Del vector cross grade phi is what? Del phi, right? कोई दिक्कत किसी को? So this is what? Del vector cross del phi is represented by I cap dever phi over dever x plus j cap dever phi over dever y plus k cap diver phi over diver z, right? This del vector is what? Abhi iska cross product you can write I j k. This is what? Diver over diver x, diver over diver y, diver over diver z. Here it is diver phi over diver x, diver phi over diver y, diver phi over diver z. If you observe diver 2 phi over diver y diver z minus diver 2 phi over diver z diver y into I cap. Other component diver 2 phi over diver x diver z minus diver 2 phi over diver z diver x, that is k cap. अभी क्या है बाई जेड जेड एक्स, तो एक्स बाई आ जाएगा diver 2 phi over diver x diver y minus diver 2 phi over diver y diver x into k cap. Now if you are mathematically, if you want to be very correct, then I would like to tell you something here. देखिएगा, since phi is differentiable, so diver 2 phi over diver x will be same as diver 2 phi over diver x. Differentiable, so continuous. So if you are interested in knowing more about the mathematics key, okay, such coefficients will be equal when phi is continuous, right? So if, and in the same manner, diver 2 phi over diver y will be diver 2 phi over diver z diver y and so on. So from 1 we have curl of grade phi equals 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus, so your exam point is curl of grade phi is always the zero vector. इसको बॉक्स में बंद कर लेंगे, and please do remember this always. This is an exam point as well. Curl of grade phi will be always zero. Please do remember. नोट कर लेंगे फटाफट सब लोग. Curl of grade phi is always a zero vector. Note down please. Sorry. Noted everyone? ठीक है. चले, प्लीज बी ऑन द बोर्ड. ध्यान देंगे अब. The another important exam point which is to be observed and which is to be used directly or indirectly, that is divergence of curl. So if you are writing the subjective exam, it is always imperative for you that please try to prove those things. Those proofs need nothing, just the basic definitions. So let's write the note 2, that is exam point 2, and that is divergence of curl of some vector is always 0. Please note down, this is not dark 0 or this is not vector. This is a scalar quantity, because divergence is always a scalar quantity. चलिए भैया. Okay. Since curl of f vector is what? Can you tell me? If f vector is f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 k cap. So what you can write? Curl of f vector, that expression itself. Getting? So if things are in your mind, then it is not a headache. Dever f3 over dever z minus dever f2 over dever z I cap minus dever f3 over dever x minus dever f1 over dever z. 2-3 बार लिखेंगे, वो अपने आप सेटल हो जाता है दिमाग में. Dever f2 over dever x minus dever f1 over dever y k cap, right? And now what you wish to have? Divergence of curl. ठीक है? So divergence of curl f vector will be what? What is the definition of divergence? Del dot that vector, right? Dot product. So what is this? I cap dever over dever x plus j cap dever over dever y plus k cap dever over dever z. Dot product with curl of f vector. Curl of f vector is what? ठीक है, आई एम नॉट राइटिंग द लेंथी एक्सप्रेशन, क्योंकि उतना मजदूरी करने का अपने को अच्छा नहीं लगता. You can give this as some equation and you can use that there. Okay. Now if you observe, this will be dever over dever x of first expression, that is dever f3 over dever z minus dever f2 over plus dever over dever y of second expression, that is dever f1 over dever z. Just this minus sign is managed with this, so don't confuse. The other is the dever over dever z of dever f2 over dever x minus dever f1 over dever y. If you manage these terms, dever 2f3 over dever x dever z, देखिए dever x dever z कहां मिलेगा? This. So this वाला और प्लस कैसे जा रहा है? f3 में देखिए, f3 over dever x dever z. ठीक है, टर्म्स देखिए कैंसिल हो रहे होंगे. dever 2f3 dever z dever x, यहां पर टर्म्स देखेंगे वो कैंसिल होंगे. आप लोग नोट कीजिए इसको फटाफट, कर्ल वाले को. एंड प्लीज डू रिमेंबर दिस, नो कंप्रोमाइज. Only 2 point we have to remember. Curl of grade phi is always 0 vector. Divergence of curl is always the quantity scalar, that is 0. These 2 points you have to remember. Please note down everyone. Deepak is not there today. Huh? Okay. Cool, cool. Actually, I always think, I'm not saying I'm doing some extra planetary efforts, but I only know I'm taking a, like na, one of the best batch of my life. So like putting all efforts to do the best. So persons who are regular in the lectures na, I always feel like okay, this is good. बाकी तो सबके अपने अपने चॉइसेस हैं, पता नहीं चलता है उनको क्या चाहिए, है ना? Is that done? हटा दूं? शिबू, is it noted? Okay, Shundram, fair. चले, write the note 3. Please write the note 3. चले, and that is also an exam point kind of stuff. If some vector field capital F vector has no rotation, that is irrotational, it means curl of F vector is 0. ठीक है? So please underline the word irrotation or no rotation. ठीक है? So what I told you, curl has a property attached with this, the rotation. ठीक है? So if there is no rotation, it simply means that vector field has the curl 0, or vis a vis. Means if curl of some vector is 0, it simply indicates that vector field has no rotation. So if you check that booklet which I provided today in the Telegram group, okay, where is Rabindran? Your name? Someone asked that book. Okay. So in that also I have managed all these stuff. Okay. So once you are interested in the curl f, hello, हाँ नमस्ते भाभी, मैं लेक्चर ले रहा हूँ अभी, आपको बात 11:30 को फ्री होऊंगा, तो हम लोग कल बात करेंगे या 11:30 को मैं आपको कॉल कर लूँ? ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, आई विल कॉल यू टुमारो, है ना? सॉरी, ओके, नमस्ते भाभी। चले, so this is the theory needed for this vector field, fair, sorry, curl topic. अब इसके अलावा इफ यू थिंक अबाउट कि सर कंजर्वेशी कैसे आता है एंड ऑल, आई हैव टोल्ड यू द पाथ. ओके, सो जस्ट बिलीव ऑन मी, काउंट ऑन मी, आई मेक एवरीथिंग क्लियर, एवरीथिंग वेल आर्टिकुलेटेड. चले, हटा देता हूं इसको, है ना? लेट्स टेक फ्यू एग्जांपल्स, देन वी विल मूव फॉर द अदर थिंग. राइट एन एग्जांपल प्लीज. लिखेगा, सपोज v vector is omega vector cross r vector, then prove that omega vector is nothing but 1 upon 2 curl of v vector where omega vector is the angular velocity. ठीक है, omega vector is angular velocity and constant vector. ठीक है, suppose v vector is omega vector cross this vector, then we have to write here. This is the problem for us, example 1. And what I would like to suggest you, you can take this example as a theory for you as well. ठीक है, you can take this example as a theory for you as well. It will work in the dynamics as well. ठीक है, so don't take it as a simple example. Yes, it is an example because they ask in the PYQ as well, but still I would like to suggest you for this. चलिए अब देखेंगे, let's do this problem. What I told you कि wherever r vector is written, either it is given or not, you will take that as a position vector, that is xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, right? Other is what? Omega vector, a constant vector. So let's say I take it as omega 1 I cap plus omega 2 j cap plus omega 3 k cap, where omega 1, omega 2, omega 3 are constants, right? अब अपने को क्या दे रखा है? Since given v vector is omega vector cross r vector, so v vector will be what? I j k omega 1, omega 2, omega 3 x by z, right? So if I write this, this will be omega 2 into z minus omega 3 into y I cap minus omega 1 into z minus omega 3 into x into j cap plus omega 1 into y minus omega 2 into x k cap, right? Okay, sir, blur image is coming. Kingsuk day, is it with everyone? Jitendra and all, can you make it confirm please? Video buffer कर रहा है क्या? एक बार सेटिंग चेंज करेंगे. किंगशुक डे, मेक इट एचडी. नहीं यार किंगशुक, आप अपना इंटरनेट चेक करो एक बार. किंगशुक डे, नाउ इट्स ओके. ठीक है. Okay, sometimes it happens ना. Actually this webcam I am using, so that is why वो कभी कभी blur करता है. But I always said ना, requested you, I have no compromise with the quality है ना, तो थोड़ा blur करेगा, cooperate करेंगे because I am doing other things very well. कैमरे पे खर्च नहीं करना चाह रहा, अल्टीमेटली बात समझ लो मोटी मोटी. ठीक है. सो v वेक्टर इज दिस. चले अब अपने को क्या करना है? कर्ल ऑफ v वेक्टर. सिंस यू हैव v वेक्टर, नाउ if you want to find curl of v vector, honey, okay, fair, honey, that will be del vector cross v vector. So this will be I j k. Del is what? Daver over daver x, daver over daver z, right? And it will be what? Omega 2z minus omega 3y. This will be omega 3x minus omega 1z. And this will be the term omega 1 by ये क्या था, ओमेगा 2x. Now if you compute each and everything here, डेवर ओवर डेवर y क्या देगा, ओमेगा 1 माइनस डेवर ओवर डेवर z, ये क्या देगा, ओमेगा 1, राइट. So omega 1 plus omega 1, you will get omega 1 plus omega 1 into I cap, plus you will get omega 1 plus omega 3 भी मिलेगा ना, डेवर ओवर डेवर z I cap. Let just me check it. That should be 2 ओमेगा. एक बार इसको चेक कर लेंगे फिर देख लेंगे क्या मिल रहा है. डेवर ओवर डेवर y ऑफ ओमेगा 1 माइनस डेवर ओवर डेवर z, so plus omega 1 I cap. If you want to observe, so omega 1, that is 2 omega 1 I cap plus 2 omega 2 j cap plus 2 omega 3 k cap. That becomes 2 omega vector. Can you check it out? From where we have started, curl of v vector, where we reached, that is curl of v vector we get as 2 omega vector. So omega vector we can write as curl of v vector. Please do remember that as a result as well. My suggestion is for you. बाकी आपको जब एग्जाम में क्वेश्चंस देखेंगे, यू विल फील कि conceptually how much clear you are. Please note down. And why I have taken this as constants? Because omega vector was given as a constant vector. Any doubt? Anyone? You can ask. Please note down, everyone. Noted. Fair Shundram. Sibu, is that noted? Jitendra. Fair Shibu. Chale. Can you observe one thing here? Omega is the angular velocity, right? आप लोग लिख लेंगे यहां पर स्टार मार्क करके, और you can say the exam point as well. This problem indicates that curl f vector has something to do with the rotation, ठीक है, of f vector. ठीक है. So if you have this result in your mind, then it is easy to feel ki why curl is being attached with the rotational kind of stuff, right? तो अच्छा, irrotational के लिए एक वर्ड और यूज किया जाता है, irrotational field और vortex field. Please note down this keyword as well, because sometimes in the exam hall they can use the keyword vortex. ठीक है, और ये कब होता है? when curl of f vector is zero vector. ठीक है, please note down that as well. इसको भी लिख लेंगे. Let's take one more example. Write down, please. The question is, find constants a comma b comma c so that f vector equals minus 4x minus 3y plus az I cap plus bx plus 3y plus 5z j cap plus 4x plus cy plus 3z k cap is not a vortex. अच्छा, अरे यार vortex तो होगा irrotational or not vortex. Please attach this word. I'm sorry you guys. Vortex means that has the rotation. So if you are using the word irrotational, so that will be symmetrical with not vortex. ठीक है, irrotational and not vortex. Vortex means there is a rotation. So the question is not a vortex field. Not a vortex field कहने का मतलब होता है field is irrotational. ठीक है, and field is irrotational means curl of f vector must be a zero vector, means 0 I cap plus 0 k cap plus, right? अब क्या है, f vector given है तो लिख दो I cap j cap k cap. क्या है पहला टर्म? What is the by वाला? What is the c? Please observe I cap के साथ में डेवर over डेवर y, so it will be c I cap, right? Sorry, c डेवर over डेवर z minus 5 I cap plus डेवर over डेवर x of this b डेवर over डेवर y of this j cap plus डेवर over डेवर x of this, क्या कर दिया मैंने, गलत कर दिया, डेवर over डेवर x of this, so x का 4 minus डेवर over डेवर z of this minus a j cap plus that is b minus plus 3 k cap equals, right? So c minus 5 equals 0, 4 minus a equals 0. That is your answer. 4 3 by ठीक है दीपक, fair. I guess curl you people will have the, for curl you people will have the clear cut image in your mind, right? Curl means if positive or negative, some non-zero curl is there, that means vorticity is there, that field is vortex. If curl is 0, that means that field is not vortex, means no vorticity, means curl f is 0, that is irrotational. Is that noted, everyone? Okay, fair. ठीक है, till here I guess no doubt. Now let's move to the curl is done. ठीक है बच्चे, now let's move to the vector integration. Right, so एक बार देखेंगे इसको, समझेंगे. It is easy only. What I have done in that booklet, you will find some 20 pages for these examples, line integral, surface integral and volume. Because like जितना आप practice कर लेंगे, how much you will practice for these line, surface and volume, the Gauss divergence, Stokes questions will become just like ना just very easy for you. So there is an intention behind. शिबू ने कल शायद बोला था मुझे ग्रुप में कि सर there are lot of questions in assignments है something. So those are intended, okay? Because practice needed. Once the space changes, figure changes. So I have done all possible combination of questions in that booklet. ठीक है? तो आप अगर line integral, surface integral, volume integral, if you do it, then other parts where they ask in the long answers, verify Gauss divergence, verify Stokes, that will be just an easy game for you. Okay, Shivu? चलिए, let's come on the vector integration. Let's consider a vector field f vector equals f1 xyz I cap plus f2 xyz j cap plus f3 xyz k cap with the position vector r vector equals xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. ठीक है, इन अ रीजन D. ठीक है, कोई भी रीजन है जिसमें वो वेक्टर वैल्यूड फंक्शन डिफाइंड है. ठीक है, देन फाइंडिंग द इंटीग्रल of f vector along the curve C, obviously in that region D, is interpreted as integration C f vector dot dr vector. ठीक है, along the curve C. So that will be nothing along the curve C, that is what? F1 I cap plus F2 J cap plus F3 K cap. What is dr vector? That will be dxi cap plus dyj cap plus dz k cap. So ultimately it will be looking like integration along C f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. Fair? Chaliye. Just to get the feeling of that, let's take an example. If f vector equals xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, ठीक? Then finding integration C f vector dr vector let's say x y z, if you're taking एक सेकंड रुकेंगे, पहले तो मैं इसको 2D में दिखा देता हूं, फिर आसान हो जाएगा अपने लिए. Along the curve y equal to x square from point 0, 0 to the point 1, 1, let's say. ठीक है? So let's interpret this. You have a vector field in 2D. So let's say this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the parabola y equals to x square. ध्यान से देखेंगे because these will give you the intuition how we do the line integral. So that is the point 0, 0. This is the curve C. कहां तक जा रहा है? Up to the point 1, 1. So what you wish to have? You want to calculate integration C f vector dot dr vector along the curve C, this indication. Please observe, if you change this from there to here, so line integral mein sign will be changed and the whole calculation will be changed. So please observe what is the direction of integration. This shows the direction of integration. चलिए, so इंटीग्रेशन f वेक्टर डॉट dr वेक्टर अभी क्या होगा? इंटीग्रेशन c. अच्छा देख लेंगे यहां पर along c, what is y? So what is dy? 2x dx, right? So here f vector is what? xi cap plus yj cap, that is dxi cap plus dyj cap. So integration along ये क्या हो जाएगा? x dx plus by dy. Now please observe, if you observe from here, x is going from 0 to 1, then by is what? X square, right? So when if you take the limit x equals 0 to 1 along the curve C, so by will be what? X square. And di will be what? Dy will be what? 2x dx. Now whatever the value you will get, that will give you the value of this integral. Fair it is? So that is x square by 2 plus this will be 2x cube. So that will be x ka power 4 by 4, 1 by 2, that is 1 you are getting. ठीक है बच्चे? Please note down. This is the meaning of line integral. So you can have two ways. ठीक है? दूसरा तरीका भी हो सकता है इंटीग्रेशन एफ वेक्टर डॉट डी आर वेक्टर. Suppose that you convert x into y, root y. So dx will be 1 upon 2 root y dy. Here y will go from 0 to 1 and then x is under root 0 से under root y, मतलब पूरा कर्व मूव कर रहा है. Plus what is y? So if you observe this integration, that will be root y cancelled, 1 upon 2, that is 1, by square by 2, that is 1, So 1 by 2 result will not be altered. Please note down. This is vector integration. Done? Okay, Nachla. What about others? You have noted? Fair, fair. So let's try out few examples for this line integral. लिखेंगे evaluate the line integral integration cf vector dot dr vector where f vector equals क्या ले रखा है x by I cap plus x square plus y square into j cap and the curve C is the x-axis from x equals to 2 to x equals to 4 and the line x equals to 4 from y equals to 0 to y equals to 12. Check it out, please. Everyone will try. चलिए, लेट मी डू इट फॉर यू. देखेंगे सबसे पहले एफ वेक्टर क्या गिवन है, दैट इज एक्स वाई आई कैप प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर जे कैप. ठीक है. सी को देखिए, योर फर्स्ट ड्यूटी इज ज्योमेट्रिकली ऑब्जर्विंग द कर्व सी. ठीक है, देखेंगे सुंदरम एवरीवन, प्लीज सी व्हाट दे हैव सेड कि कर्व सी इज द एक्स एक्सिस. लेट्स से दिस इज एक्स एक्सिस, दिस इज वाई एक्सिस. So they said कि curve C is the x-axis from, let's say this is the line x equals to 2, let's say this is the line x equals to 4. ठीक है, and the line x equals to 4 कहां से, x axis के ऊपर y equals to 0, right? So this is y equals to 0, and let's say if this is the line y equals to 12. So what they are saying कि curve C is the x axis, ठीक है, from x equals to 2 to x equals to 4, and the line x equals to 4 from y equals to 0. So curve C will be what? C1 and C2. So C is what? C1 plus C2. Please read in between the lines. ठीक है दीपक, you have calculated, right? So integration C f vector dot dr vector will be what? Integration C1 f vector dot dr vector, integration C2 f vector dot dr vector, right? This is the meaning. Now along the curve C1, please observe the curve C1 क्या है, y is 0, so dy is 0, right? And x is moving from 2 to 4, and along the curve C2, what's happening dear? C2, y is moving from 0 to 12 and x is fixed, right? So dx is 0. अभी इसमें वैल्यू पुट कर दीजिए. अब क्या है, along the curve C1, x going from 2 to 4, and what is that? x by dx. एक बार मैं लिख देता हूं, इंटीग्रेशन c x by dx प्लस, so along the curve C1 क्या होगा, x going from 2 to 4 and y is 0, right? So dy is 0. Along the curve C2 क्या होगा, x is 4, y going from 0 to 12, right? So x is 4, so dx is 0. So ultimately you will have this term as 0. This is 16 by plus y cube by 3, where y is running from 0 to 12. Check it out please. नंबर वहां से मैच कर लेंगे आप लोग. So this is the meaning, whenever the curve is given, geometrically you have to draw and get the limits. Please observe, this is the important procedure here. किसके लिए? To get limits. Fair kingship day. Cool. What about others? You have noted? नंबर मैच कर लेना. दीपक गॉट 768. बाकी लोग भी चेक कर लेना. Is it noted, Sibu? Fair. So the value you are getting is okay, Shundram. Fair. Let's take one more question here. पैराबोला तो कर दिया. ठीक है. Evaluate the line integral integration c f vector dot dr vector where f vector equals x square plus y square into I cap minus 2xy cap and the curve C is the rectangle in xy plane bounded by y equals to 0, x equals to a, y equals to b. Check it out, please, everyone. Try this question. I think camera is being blurred. Just wait a minute, please. It will be settled. So till then you try the things. I'm saying evaluate the line integral integration c f vector dot dr vector where f vector is that and the curve is c is the rectangle in the xy plane bounded by that. Chale. So what is the step 1? Geometrical interpretation of C and getting limits. ठीक है. So whenever you are calculating the line integral, your job is this. चलिए, so what is the c? y equals to 0 कहां पर होता है? x axis पर. So let's say this is the y equals to 0, and let's say this is y equals to b. Okay, and let's say this is x equals to a, and obviously this is x equals to 0. So if you are taking c as this, c1, c2, c3, c4, so c will be what? c1 plus c2 plus c3 plus c4, right? Okay, Deepak, let me check it. So integration c f vector dot dr vector will be nothing right. Chale. So along the curve, along c1, please observe, मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा बात कर दूंगा so that your points are clear. Along c1 is what? Y is fixed as 0, so dy is 0, and x is going from 0 to a, right dear fellows? Along the curve c2, y is moving from 0 to b, x equals to a is fixed, so no change in x. Along c3, y is b fixed, right? y तो b fixed है, x is moving from a to 0. Please don't commit mistakes here, otherwise sign change होगा integration का, the value will be changed. I am repeating again and again, बाकी आपकी श्रद्धा है, ठीक है? स्टार मार्क कर देता हूं यहां पर. Along c4, y is going from b to 0, x is what? Fixed, that is 0, इसलिए dx is 0. अब इसमें यूज कर लेंगे इन वैल्यूज को, एंड वी विल गेट द रिक्वायर्ड वैल्यू ऑफ द इंटीग्रल. ठीक है, सो व्हाट इज एफ वेक्टर? सो this will be x square plus y square into dx. ठीक है, सो अभी इंटीग्रेशन अलोंग c1, c1 क्या था? y 0 है, x is moving from y is 0 plus integration along c2, y is 0 to b, x is a, so a square plus y square, but dx is 0 minus 2ay dy, plus along the curve c3, y is fixed, x is moving from a to 0, so y is along c4, x is fixed, that is 0, so this is 0 minus 2 into 0, so that is 0. Please get this value. What are you getting, Deepak? माइनस 2ab स्क्वायर. अच्छा, तो फिर एक टर्म कैंसिल हो रहा होगा. अच्छा हाँ, a क्यूब बाई 3, a क्यूब बाई 3, ये वाला कैंसिल हो जाएगा अपर लिमिट और लोअर लिमिट से, है ना? फिर वहां से 0, सो माइनस 2ab स्क्वायर बाई स्क्वायर बाई 2, सो ab स्क्वायर, और यहां से b स्क्वायर इंटू a, यस माइनस 2ab स्क्वायर. Note down everyone, please. Is that noted? Okay, Shundram. Fair, everyone. Okay. Show over the same link. We will meet again. Don't close the video. ठीक है? इसके ऊपर ही अपन वापस से मिलेंगे 10 मिनट के बाद. Anyone have any doubt? They can talk. Okay, all are there? Please say yes. Are you all there? Okay, fair. Chale. So let's take one question from parameterization itself. That is another type of problems. The question is evaluate integration C by z dx plus xz plus 1 dy plus x by dz, where C is a straight line, ठीक है, where C is a straight line from the point 1, 0, 0, 2, 2, 1, 4. Right? So persons who didn't study anything about three-dimensional geometry or the analytical geometry, for them, I would like to suggest you, please do learn whatever I am telling here. Remember that. And in case of 3D, when you will be studying, you'll get that. So since equation of a straight line passing through 2 points, let's say x1 by 1 z1 and x2 by 2 z2. Fair? It is given by x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1, by minus by1 upon by2 minus by1, z minus z1 upon z2 minus z1. Fair? So what is the given point? So x minus x1 का value let's say 1 and 2 minus 1. Y minus by 1 का value is 0 and by is 1 minus 0. Z minus 0, 4 minus 0. Right? So ultimately what you have, my dear fellows, x minus 2 upon 1 equals by upon 1 equals z upon 4. ठीक है? चलिए, let's give this as equation 1. Now we will parameterize 1. Parameterize means converting x, y, z from 1 into some parameter t. Please mark star here and do revise it. Okay, parameterization. Chale. So if I put for this, how we will be doing? X minus 1 upon 1 by upon 1 equals z upon 4. We will take all these three segments as t. Fair? This implies, okay Deepak, x ka value will be t plus 1, by will be t and z will be 4t. ठीक है? That is the one step in the parameterization. Now we will get the limit for parameter t. ठीक है? कैसे लेंगे लिमिट? Since x is going from 1 to 2. So x is what, my dear fellows? T plus 1. This implies t plus 1 is going from 1 to 2. This implies t is going from 0 to 1. If you take by going from 0 to 1, so this implies by आपके पास क्या है in terms of t? 0 to 1. Similarly, you can think for z equals to 0 to 4. So z in case of parameters आपके पास क्या है? That is 4t. So 4t is 0 to 4. So t is 0 to 1. In all of the cases, you are getting t as 0 to 1. Right? Chale. So what do you wish to have? Integration by z dx plus xz plus 1 dy plus x by dz. So along the curve C is what? C is a straight line, which is this. So along this curve, t going from 0 to 1, by is what? T, 4t. If x is this, so dx will be dt. So dy will be dt. So dz will be 4 dt. Right? अभी यहां पर वैल्यू पुट कर देंगे. dx is what? dt. X is what? t plus 1. Right? z का वैल्यू 4t plus 1. dy is what? dt. Plus x into y, that is t plus 1 into t. dz का वैल्यू 4 dt. So whatever the value you are getting for that integration, that is the required value. बाकी लोग क्रॉस वेरीफाई करेंगे प्लीज. नोट डाउन प्रॉपरली. And please learn the process. What about others? Are they getting the same value? Is that noted, everyone? Yes, Deepak, 9 is the right value you're getting. 35/2 तो नहीं आ रहा है शिबू, एक बार चेक करो दोबारा, कैलकुलेशन चेक कर लेना। चलिए, आई विल टेक वन मोर एग्जाम्पल. I have already said na, investing your time in these examples of line and surface integrals will help you in developing the skill to tackle all those long answers type questions. Gauss divergence and Stokes wala. Okay. आगे बढ़े. चलिए. Let's take one like long answer type of questions that is more interesting as well. Evaluate integration C by square plus z square dx plus z square plus x square dy plus x square plus y square dz, where C is the part. This is the good question. In fact, like na, you can take it as a theory for you, like model example, where C is the part for which z is greater or equal to 0 of the intersection of the surfaces x square plus y square plus z square equals 4x and x square plus y square equals 2x, and curve begins at the origin and runs at first in the positive quadrant. अच्छा 3D में है तो फर्स्ट पॉजिटिव ऑक्टेंट. ओके, लेट्स टेक दिस क्वेश्चन विद मोर इंटरेस्ट. ओके, and again I'm saying we will not be like very much busy in now knowing the answer. We'll be more concerned about the procedure itself. Fair? चलिए, और मैं फिर से कुछ लोगों को बोलूंगा, पीपल प्लीज डोंट टेक स्ट्रेस. Even in the first time when I solved the such questions, I took lot of time. I'm talking about during my teaching career, not the student. Student वाले में तो हवा हवाई हो जाता था कई बार. ठीक है. So now अभी क्या हो सकता है, many people may not have studied the 3D part. So for them I would like to start from here. ठीक है. चलिए. So what do you have? X square plus y square equals to 2x. So this implies x minus 1 का whole square if you add and 1. Is it so? एक यहाँ पे जोड़ दिया एक. ठीक है. This is a what? This is a circle with center 1, 0 and radius 1. I hope there will be no doubt till here. So that is the first curve. Intersection with the second curve. Intersection with you will get, क्या देगा, since x square plus y square is what, 2x plus z square equals to 4x, so this give z square equals to 2x. Please do notice this process. ठीक है. Basically in 3D the circle will represent a cylinder. ओके, सर्किल के साथ में, फिर वो इसके साथ में जब इंटरसेक्ट करेगा, सो दैट विल गिव यू अ पैराबोलॉइड, राइट. कोई दिक्कत? सो बेसिकली यू आर गेटिंग अ पैराबोलॉइड हियर. सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग into the details of the geometry here. Please note that we are not going into details of geometry much. Still, can we try to solve given problem? ठीक है. I am telling you the ways which I used to think as a student. Sometimes suppose that you are not very good at 3D figures, तो वहां पर उनको visualize करना may become some tedious process. So in that case, what I used to do, okay, fair. I have this equation and let's say this is 2. Fair. Let's do the parameterization. Everyone please do notice these things. बाकी मैं फिगर भी बना दूंगा, and the booklet which is given to you, booklet के अंदर में this is the question number 25. Okay, so don't worry about the figure. Page number I am telling you 82, I guess. So if you are more concerned, वहां पर figure भी है, everything. Here I am telling you what can be the appropriate way for you. From 1, देखिएगा, this is a circle with the center 1 comma 0. So if I do the parameterization, x equals to r cos theta and y equals to r sin theta, so this will become 1 plus 1 into cos theta because the center is shifted by 1. Y will become 1 into sin theta. ठीक है. So from 2 क्या मिल जाएगा मुझे, z square equals 2 into 1 plus cos theta, right? So ultimately what do you have, dx as 1 plus cos theta, y as 1 this sin theta. So ultimately we have x as 1 plus cos theta, y as sin theta, z as root 2 into 1 plus cos theta, that can be written as 2 into 2 cos square theta by 2. So that is what, z square equals this. So this will be 2 cos theta by 2. Now our job is to observe limits for theta, because here parameter is theta, as the same process we have done for t. Right dear fellows, कोई doubt यहाँ तक? Sibu, everyone, please, Sundaram, please do let me know if you have any doubt till here. स्लोली हम लोग मूव करेंगे, हमें कोई आंसर में जल्दबाजी नहीं है. तौशीफ इज नॉट देयर. क्लियर, फेयर सुंदर. अभी आपको ऑब्जर्व करना होगा व्हाट इज सेड इन द क्वेश्चन इन द क्वेश्चन दे हैव सेड z इज ग्रेटर और इक्वल टू 0, ठीक है, और क्या किया है, पॉजिटिव ऑक्टेंट. प्लीज अंडरलाइन दीज टू वर्ड्स. फॉर z ग्रेटर और इक्वल टू 0, ठीक है, मतलब you have the xyz plane, you are taking not the negative. Suppose that this is the base, you are not taking the base, you are taking above this, and above this x and y only for the positive octant, ठीक है. So now you have to work for the limits. So if you observe for the positive octant, this is a circle, x and y का limit. तो अगर आपको कुछ भी, if you're not getting anything, then what you can think of with the circle as well, ठीक है. So if you think with that, either you can think by the minus pi to pi or 0 to 2 pi. Please observe. ठीक है, अभी क्या होगा, अब क्या अपने को जो चाहिए वो कर दो काम. सो इंटेग्रेशन सी बाई स्क्वायर क्या होगा, अब मैं सीधा लिख रहा हूं यहां पर, थीटा गोइंग फ्रॉम माइनस पाई टू पाई, बाई स्क्वायर इज व्हाट, साइन स्क्वायर थीटा, प्लस जेड स्क्वायर इज व्हाट, 4 cos square theta by 2, right, into dx is what, माइनस का साइन थीटा, मैं एक्सप्रेशन लिख दे रहा हूं, बाकी कैलकुलेशन आप लोग कर देंगे, dx प्लस जेड स्क्वायर, दैट इज 4 cos square theta by 2 प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर मीन्स कहां गया, 1 plus cos theta, so that is 2 cos square theta by 2. So x is 2 cos square, एक मिनट, z square was this, so x square 1 plus cos theta का whole square into dy, dy will be what, by कहां गया, cos theta d theta, आई गेस यहाँ पे विजिबल नहीं होगा, मुझे नहीं लग रहा है, दैट इज cos theta d theta. आप लोग टर्म्स मैनेज कर लीजिए बस, एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बाई स्क्वायर, सो 1 प्लस cos थीटा का होल स्क्वायर प्लस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा, dz का वैल्यू विल बी माइनस का 2 साइन थीटा बाई 2, 2/2 इंटू डी थीटा, थीटा इज रनिंग फ्रॉम, नाउ इट इज योर इंटीग्रल कैलकुलस वाला पार्ट, ठीक है. I am not bothered about the numerical value because I have already told that is a booklet ka question which has been provided to you. I am more concerned about the procedure. Please note down. Please note down. आराम से लिख लीजिए, सोच लीजिए, बाद में जल्दबाजी का कोई जरूरत नहीं है. There is like nothing to be in hurry. And I have already said na, I'm just telling you appropriate ways to do. PhD नहीं करना है अपने को इधर. That I have done. Okay. So the value you are getting 4 pi. Okay, if you are more interested, the value you are getting as 4 pi. Let's take one more question. दीपक, यू शेड सर हमने y इक्वल टू साइन थीटा लिया था, तो y को पॉजिटिव रखने के लिए थीटा टू पाई फ्रॉम 0 टू पाई लेना चाहिए. No, Deepak. What happens is, your logic is correct when we will taking that integration of those stuff ना, ये वाला जो parallelopipe you will be taking, the integration like जो दो intersection part है ना, that का direction will be like this. Deepak, please get my point. Yes, correct. You are taking 0 to pi, but what I am saying, the intersecting curve that has the direction like this, so you are taking the direction like this. And here the no space, तो वो figure you observe. Okay, Deepak, please do revise it. अच्छा, now I got your point. What you are saying, minus pi to 0, तो by negative हो जाएगा. अच्छा, for that you are talking. Fair. अच्छा, that is positive octant, so y is positive. If you are taking y as sin theta, parameterization क्या लिया है? Let me check it, please. Please give me a few minutes, please. एक बार मुझे थोड़ा सा टाइम दोगे, तो what I'll be doing is, I'll be thinking of this. Your logic is becoming like seeming to be correct. मैं एक बार इसका इंटरसेक्टिंग फिगर देखूंगा एक बार, फिर उसके बाद आई लेट यू नो. ओके दीपक, अभी इधर में टाइम किल करके. हाँ, आई गॉट योर पॉइंट. हाँ, आई गॉट. दीपक, डोंट वरी. अभी यू जस्ट नोट इट डाउन. आई वर्क ओवर द क्वेश्चन, विल रिप्लाई इन द ग्रुप इटसेल्फ, और आई लाइक डू इन द सेम लाइक इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. सॉरी, आई एम सॉरी एक्चुअली, सुबह से लेक्चर्स चल रहे हैं, तो अभी exhausted completely. Actually, today I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lectures. The whole day becomes. ठीक है, so please go easy on me. गुस्सा नहीं करेंगे ना? मतलब मैं सोच रहा हूँ कुछ easy चीजें हैं वो हो जाए, बाकी rest of the things I'll do later. एक एग्जांपल और देखा था मैंने. Okay, Deepak, thank you. Is that noted, everyone? मैं इसको हटा दूं? Actually, there was a good question. I have observed that. Just give me 1 minute. अच्छा कुछ नहीं यार, वो वर्क डन का है, चलो कर देते हैं. Write one more example, just fast, please. Find the work done. Find the work done when a force F vector equals x square minus y square plus x into I cap minus 2xy plus y into j cap moves from, कहाँ से मूव कर रहा है? Find the work done when a force moves a particle in xy plane from 0 comma 0 to 1 comma 1 along the parabola y square equals to x. ठीक है? Let's say this is the problem with us. So there is a simple solution. As we know, since work done is what? Integration C f vector dot dr vector. So indirectly he is willing to ask you to calculate the line integral f vector dot d vector. So this will be integration C into dx plus 2xy plus y into dy, where C is क्या दे रखा है? पैराबोला है कौन सा? y स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू x, कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? फ्रॉम द पॉइंट 0,0 टू 1,1. This is the curve C, right? So here you will be taking as x going from 0 to 1, x square minus y square is what? X plus x into dx minus 2x. Y is what? Root x plus minus y is root x, so dy will be 1 upon 2 root x dx. So calculate this value. That is your required work done. Okay, dear fellows, please note down. Please note down this. Value is getting minus 2 by 3. Yes, that is the right value, Deepak. Is what you have commented, sir? The value of first quadrant is 0 to 5. Okay, fair. See, what I am thinking is like, I am avoiding intensely because I know I'm just out of my energy now. So what I'm planning is, what you may have some small questions over the previous. मेरे mind में I have settled कि in the next lecture I will take some 15 to 20 minutes for geometrical figures. इसीलिए I am not saying anything. I'm not running, okay? Because दिमाग में चल गया ना, अभी you people have small doubts. So I will consider all those doubts and will take then the next lecture for 15 to 20 minutes, because in line, surface integral and volume integral, this geometry is needed overall. So in spite of replying all those small answers, I'll be coming with the fresh things in the next lecture for geometry. Okay, chimpanzee and this Nazla and everyone, I'll take all of your questions. Okay, Abhi, it's just exhausted. Sorry dears, है ना? I tried my best, but okay. अगले लेक्चर में बात करेंगे, अभी तो बिल्कुल थक चुका हूँ मैं. सॉरी फॉर द डे. एक्चुअली मैंने सोचा तो था लंबा लेक्चर लेंगे, लेकिन ठीक है, 2 hours ऑलरेडी. ओके, विल मीट इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. टिल देन, योर होमवर्क, that is your gray कार्य, right? Book has been provided to you. In that, examples of line integral. ठीक है, please solve all those. Not solve, you can try. ठीक है, this weekend बैकलॉग पूरा करना, ये एग्जांपल्स ट्राई करना. इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर I'll discuss about all those geometry and examples. ठीक है, so for today it's enough. We'll meet by in the next lecture. Good luck. Today I won't say any doubt because अभी एनर्जी नहीं है डाउट लेने की. ओके डियर्स, गुड नाइट एवरीवन. चलो, आज के जिनके भी डाउट्स रह जाए होंगे, I'll take in the next. Okay Najla, thank you for understanding my concerns. Okay Shundram, thank you everyone. Deepak, Shundram, Deepak, Jitendra, Tashif, everyone, good night.